Hello and welcome to Grocery Pod. My name is Sean Sednar. Today I'm talking with one of the only people who has a more fun job than mine. Mark Comfort is the owner of Cruise Holiday and Comfort Tours. Mark is the host of all AWG retailers trips. We're going to talk about one coming up for 2026. Before we get to Mark, I want to remind you to please subscribe to Grocery Pod. Subscribing means new episodes will be downloaded for you each week. You can find Grocery Pod on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, or any other platform you use to listen to podcasts. Thanks for joining me today, Mark.
Always thankful to talk vacation, Sean.
Absolutely. So why don't you start out by telling everybody a little bit about who you are and what Cruise Holiday and Comfort Tours is?
Yeah, well, here in about a month, this will be our 37th anniversary of my wife and I owning Cruise Holidays of Kansas City and Comfort Tours and Travel. And just very, very simply, we have spent 37 years almost helping people plan dream vacations that make memories that last a lifetime. That's been our mission statement from day one. And we opted not to be a corporate travel agent, Sean. We wanted literally to be a vacation specialist. In our world, they call it leisure, but it's a vacation specialist. And then we wanted to specialize in ocean cruises, river cruises, all-inclusive resorts, and customized land vacations all around the world. So and believe it or not, we've become one of the biggest cruise specialists and vacation specialists, and most certainly in the Midwest, but actually all over the United States. We're very proud of that. We have 27 employees. My wife does the best job of hiring people. She hires people with a heart to serve, and then we train them in the vacation industry. And we've just been so blessed because our customers really like us. They appreciate our knowledge, especially from firsthand experience. I mean, like I've been all over the world, 111 countries, and all, well over 100, 120 river or ocean cruises, all the rivers, all the different river cruise lines, hundreds of all-inclusive resorts in Mexico and throughout the Caribbean. And so we do know what we're talking about from firsthand experience, and I think that's really a helpful thing. And I got to tell you, one of the highlights of our career, Sean, is we have literally been working with AWG for, close to 15 years now, doing your members trips, and I'm very, very excited about that. And this one coming up might be one of the best itineraries on one of the best cruise ships at the best time in the world. So I'm excited to talk to you about this itinerary and about the cruise ship.
Yeah, before we get to the itinerary, why don't you just tell people a little bit about what these members trips are and what our members might be able to get out of them?
Well, I think this trip, first of all, is in the Mediterranean. It will start in Rome, and it's on a world-class cruise ship and a cruise line called Celebrity Cruises. And it'll go from Rome down to Sicily, which is in the southern boot heel or the southern part of Italy. And then it goes across the Mediterranean into the Greek islands, Sean, and then it goes up into Croatia, which right now is one of the most popular countries in the world. So we'll be both on the west side of Italy through the Greek islands, which is the south and east side of Italy, and then up the Adriatic Sea, which is on the east side of Italy, to Croatia and that area. And my gosh, it's 10 nights. In fact, I know you have the flyer that we made, but it's 10 nights starting September 28th, or September 18th through September 28th. That is a perfect time of the year to go to this Mediterranean part of the world because the crowds of summer are over. The weather is not hot like it is in summer. It's perfect weather, and the water conditions really are much better then. So with that said, everybody is going to experience, oh my gosh, Sean, they're going to experience some of the best history in the world that you will see, especially in Rome, Sicily, and all those Greek islands, but up in Dubrovnik in Croatia and some of those places, if you've ever heard of Dubrovnik, it's a big, huge, gigantic fortified walled city that is second to none anywhere in Europe. It's just so fabulous. But you'll learn Greek history, you'll learn Greek mythology, you'll learn Roman history, and then you'll learn all about the Eastern Europe history in the Croatia area. And then we come back to Rome, which is a very positive, Sean, because airfare is always less going in and out of the same city. And Rome is a very accessible city from anywhere in the United States. And I know a lot of the AWG retailers will want to do pre-package before the cruise in Rome or somewhere in Italy, or they'll want to do a post-package, which would be after the cruise in Rome or somewhere in Italy. There's Naples, there's Tuscany, Florence, Cinque Terre, so many places in Italy. Italy's my favorite country in the world, and Greece is my second favorite. And I've been all over 111 countries, so I think that says a lot.
Well, I know that the ship is an important when selecting a cruise. Can you tell me about the Ascent?
The cruise line, first of all, is Celebrity Cruises, and the name of the ship is called the Ascent. So let's talk about both of those. Celebrity Cruise Line is the upscale line to Royal Caribbean. All of these cruise lines have, good, better, best, and Celebrity is Royal Caribbean's step up from where they are. They have a luxury line above Celebrity, but I love Celebrity Cruises. They specialize in food. They're known as the culinary cruise line. Their entertainment is exceptionally good. Owned by Royal Caribbean, and Royal Caribbean has some of the best entertainment in the world. So they use the cast and crew and the stages and everything that they have for the Royal Caribbean ships on Celebrity ships. And service, gosh, in many cases, you're going to have some of the best service you'll ever have. But in one word, Sean, I'd say value for the ship, and the experience is incredible. This new ship, the Ascent, is the most state-of-the-art ship that Royal Caribbean has in its entire 45 ship fleet. It's called the Celebrity Ascent, and that's the one we'll be going on. I can promise you everybody going on this ship is going to be happy with the experience, happy with the food quality, happy with the accommodations, happy with the service, and happy with the entertainment, as well as the itinerary, of course.
You mentioned some pre and or post packages that people might be interested in. Can your company help with other travel accommodations such as airfare or arriving early or staying later?
Oh, yeah, great question. And Sean, yes, one of the things our company, we call ourselves full service, meaning if you plan a vacation like this one with us, we will help you find air for as long as you want to be gone. And if you want to do a pre-package or a post-package before or after the cruise, we will help you get air. We'll help you get transportation from the airport in Rome to wherever it is you'll be staying. If you want us to set up tours for you for that pre-package or the post-package, we can do that for you. If you want us to help you with train transportation, say you want to take a train, with train systems fabulous over there from Rome to Naples or Rome to Florence, we can do that very, very easily for you too. And then travel insurance is really, really important, Sean, in this world, especially when you're traveling internationally. And so we will talk to you about what the travel insurance that the cruise line offers. And we have a third-party travel insurance called Allianz. That's the biggest in the world that we feel is better for most of our travelers. And then we'll talk to you also about the accommodations of what do you want on the ship. Sean, there's about 15 different categories, from inside to ocean view to balconies to luxury balconies to all sorts of different suite options. So there's so many different accommodation categories, and we'll go through all of that with you. Yeah, anything people want and need to know. We'll talk to all of the AWG members about what the clothing requirements or dress requirements are on the ship, especially for the evening dinners and things like that, where a lot of ladies like to dress up a little bit more. Sometimes the men don't, but the ladies like to. And we'll go over all of that for everybody too. And tours, we can help people with which are the most popular tours. I've been to this exact destination. I was just there in August, as a matter of fact, to almost everywhere we're going. But I've been to this destination 3 times. And Sean, I will be hosting this with AWG. That was one of my requirements in the very beginning when Gary Phillips, the CEO and president of AWG headquarters, said, Mark, we'll give you the business. We'll give Cruise Holidays the business if you promise to be the host and take care of my retailers. And I've had the pleasure and honor, Sean, for 15 years to do that. And I've met so many wonderful people in the grocery store business and the ones who deal with AWG. So as a business owner myself, I can relate to the challenges and everything that other business owners, especially grocery store owners, have also. And I know they need and deserve a stress-free vacation. So that's what I'm there for.
And honestly, Mark, I wouldn't trust my vacation to anybody with a name not Comfort. Like your name itself just implies that it's going to be a great time.
Well, that was my coincidence, but I'll tell you what, that's our goal. Our goal is to make sure everybody is comfortable, make sure everybody feels secure, make sure everybody has their questions answered, because everybody has different concerns, different questions, and a full service agent like me and my staff of 27 people are just fabulous. Lynette and Ashley will be the 2 main contacts that we have for AWG in our group department. And we've got everything, Sean. I think you've sent out that link, or there's a link in the notes there that they can review the itinerary, they can review the costs, they can review everything. And then maybe the best single thing is, like most people do, is they just give us a call. And we're kind of old school. We love to talk to people. I think that's the best way of building that relationship. But if you want to email us or respond in any way that's comfortable to you, you can do that too.
Yeah, Mark, you're doing my job for me. I will have a link in the show notes to all the information that everyone will need to sign up. How early do they need to book this if it's going to be September of 2026?
Yeah, really, it's so funny. It's 11 months out. So most of us in our minds, we think, well, that's a long time away. But the reality is, Sean, these ships fill up very, very, very fast. And especially in the Mediterranean, especially in a month like September. September is getting to be one of the most popular months of the year to cruise in Europe, especially in the Mediterranean, for the reasons I said. You get away from all the crowds of summer. You have better weather. You've got everything that's positive over there, better airfare costs because there's not as many people flying to Rome at that time of the year. But, I think you've put this registration on that link. It's on the back page. That's how people will sign up. Sean, my thought process and what I'd like to share is the sooner you can make a decision, the better accommodations you'll get because the availability is better now. Ships fill up closer to the time that they go, right? And as the ships fill up, the prices go up. So we have a block of group space that they will hold for us, Sean, probably till the first of the year. And then they'll review that and if we are not doing well, they'll take back part of that space because they'll need it. Or if we're doing real well and we're almost oversold, we'll ask for more space and hope they can give it to us. So the answer to that question is the earlier bird gets the worm. We're having this podcast right now so that people can make decisions as quickly as they can this fall. I would say if you could do it before Thanksgiving time, actually before the end of this month, you'll be able to get the availability that you want on the type of cabins. And remember, we've got all those different options, but cruise ships sell from the top. Those suites sell out first, mini suites sell out second, verandas sell out third, ocean view, and then the inside staterooms. So many cases when people wait till February or March to book April or May, they don't have a lot of choices. Maybe they wanted that veranda and they can only get the inside stateroom. So the key is, and by the way, all you have to do, AWG makes it so easy. You fill out the form, the registration form, and you have two choices. If you want AWG to bill it to you, they just bill it on their weekly billing to your store. If many stores have partners, so they just pay us at Cruise Holidays. And in that case, right now, all you'd have to do is put a deposit down, and final payment would not be due until 90 days before the cruise goes. So we'd be looking at August, July, sometime in June.
Well, that's great, Mark. I thank you for joining me today. And if you ever need anyone to broadcast from the ship, you know where to find me.
Sean, I think that's a good idea. I'll propose that to Celebrity, and if they say no, we'll talk to AWG, and we can both do our podcast from the ship. Okay?
I love the sounds of that. We could do that for sure. Thank you all for listening. Please remember to like and subscribe to Grocer Pod. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest things going on around AWG. Until next week, this has been Shanka Sednar with Grocer Pod.